Welcome to this edition of NCDOT Now. I'm Mike Charbonneau.
I'm also proud to announce that we're going to have a new secretary, and his name is Nick Tennyson.
Breaking news this week as Governor Pat McCrory announced Nick Tennyson as NCDOT's new secretary. Secretary Tennyson first joined the department in 2013 and served in several capacities, most recently as Chief Deputy Secretary. He worked closely with former Secretary Tata on a number of key accomplishments, including the new transportation funding law, the governor's 25-year vision, and driving change to reduce wait times and improve customer service at the DMV.
I'm looking forward to having things accomplished where we can actually look our fellow citizens in the eye and say, we've done what you asked us to do. You asked us to work every day on your behalf. We've done it, and here's what we've produced. So, Governor, people have pointed out to me I have a lot about which to be humbled. I am incredibly humbled by this opportunity, and I really thank you for your confidence and your support.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
The current federal transportation funding bill that was set to expire on July 31st has been extended by lawmakers once again. That marks 3 times now in just 10 months. Late last week, Congress passed a 3-month extension of federal funding for transportation projects through the Highway Trust Fund. The latest short-term patch will expire on October 29. While this allows North Carolina to continue with critical projects across the state for now, future federal funding for transportation remains uncertain until Congress passes a long-term bill. Federal funding accounts for more than 25% of NCDOT's total budget and 50% of our construction program. NCDOT has been actively involved in the efforts to stabilize federal transportation funds and will continue to advocate for a long-term solution to ensure that we can meet our state's growing transportation needs. And finally this week, a different story of Jack and Jill that could help save your life or the life of someone you know. Raleigh NCDOT employee Jill Scortino recently suffered a heart attack while on the job. She's okay now thanks to the quick actions of her coworker Jack Pedro. Now Jack and Jill are sharing their story so that others can know the symptoms and signs and what to do if you think you or someone else is having a heart attack.
Normal, typical day. I came in to the office, made some coffee, had a couple cups of coffee.
Came up to the front of the office to talk to Jill for a minute, and she said she wasn't feeling well.
He goes, "Sit down, what's wrong?" I said, "I think you might need to call 911, I'm not feeling good."
We looked up the symptoms for a female heart attack. Started going through them, and she had some of the symptoms, so I said, well, let's go to the EMS building a couple doors down, let them at least check your blood pressure.
And before I knew it, lights and sirens to Rex Hospital I was having a massive heart attack.
We took her down there, and as soon as they started checking her, they immediately said she was having a heart attack and she needed to go to the hospital now.
The doctor said I am a very lucky person, thanking the person that did not let me ignore the warning signs, because 30 more minutes I would have been dead.
According to the American Heart Association, the following are signs of a possible heart attack: chest discomfort, discomfort in other areas of the upper body, shortness of breath with or without chest discomfort. Other signs may include breaking out in a cold sweat, nausea, or lightheadedness. Even if you're not sure that it's a heart attack, have it checked out and remember that minutes matter. Calling 911 is almost always the fastest way to get help. Well, that's all for this week's edition of NCDOT Now. As always, stay connected with us through Facebook and Twitter. That's @NCDOT. And for all of us here at NCDOT, safe travels.